Good morning to all of you. Firstly, I'd like to congratulate indiaproperty.com for organizing this wonderful event. This is the first real estate expo, so to speak, after the Telangana state has come into being. So my congratulations on doing the first event as far as real estate industry goes. Secondly, Shekhar Reddy Garu, Satyanarayan Garu, Lakshman Rao Garu and all the property developers that are participating in this event. I welcome you all, and I welcome you all into this wonderful city of ours and wonderful state of ours. And just the fact that there is so much to look forward to in Hyderabad is something that is very, very exciting, because yes, a lot of people have been complaining. A lot of people have been saying that the real estate industry in Hyderabad is going through a tough time. Agreed. A lot of people actually tell me that it will take some time to bounce back. Also agreed. But one thing remains a fact. What people tend to present as a stumbling block. A lot of people keep telling us that, the real estate prices being low is actually a put-off. But in my book, that's actually a great value add. Because if you think about it, what you're looking at as a stumbling block is actually a stepping stone for great success. See, you compare Hyderabad to any other city in this country, any other city with comparable size. Say you compare Hyderabad to a Bangalore. Bangalore and Hyderabad, if you take a quick look really in terms of real estate, Hyderabad has thrice the infrastructure of Bangalore, but the land cost is only 1/3 of that in Bangalore. Hyderabad has twice the infrastructure of Chennai, but the land cost is only 1/2 of what it is in Chennai. So therefore the return on investment, the bigger bang for the buck, is more in Hyderabad any day compared to any other city in this country today. So I urge all of my real estate friends and all of my developers here to really take a closer look, to study the value proposition that Hyderabad offers, because in today's India, I don't think there is a city which actually can boast of the infrastructure that Hyderabad possesses. And I don't think there is a city which has got as wonderful climate as Hyderabad can talk of. And I don't think there is a city which is a true melting pot between the North and South India. We are geographically bang in the middle of the country. We are a great city which offers something to everyone. In fact, when I was growing up as a kid, I remember very well, when two strangers met in Hyderabad, when I was I'm saying about 30 years back, I think. When two strangers met in Hyderabad, they always used to start off in Hindi or Urdu, because you don't know where the other person's from, It need not be two Telugus meeting each other. It need not be two Tamils meeting each other. It need not be two Malus meeting each other. So the point is, Hyderabad is this great melting pot of, people who've come from various parts of this country. A lot of people from various parts of this country have made Hyderabad their home. We know it. This new government knows it, that the first thing that we need to do is to instill confidence, is to instill faith, is to ensure that anybody who's made Hyderabad their home feels welcome, secure and confident, and feels going forward that this is the place to live. We know it for a fact, and our commitment and our practice will show you and prove you that in the last 26 days of being in governance, we have done everything in our capacity, in the last 26 days at least, to ensure that Hyderabad becomes a better place. Our Chief Minister, as you all know, has been talking about making Hyderabad a world-class city, a city free of slums, a slumless city, so to speak. And we have already started several initiatives on this regard. Firstly, we would like to believe that what is more important is that we take care of those guys before we reach out to the new investors and new industry players. We need to take care of those guys who have already invested heavily in Hyderabad. We need to ensure that those who are already invested, they feel secure. And in that context, I request Shekhar Reddy Garu, who is our President of CREDAI, to come up with a proposal. Come back to the government in black and white, in writing, with a set of incentives, with a set of policy changes that you would like from the real estate industry. We'll be more than happy to help you. We'll be more than happy to work with you, because this new government is committed. See, we know that real estate is most certainly a byproduct. It's not necessarily the end product. Only when the industry is growing, only when the IT, the biotechnology, the other manufacturing industry clusters, only when there is business growth will you have growth in real estate as well. So we are also equally focused on other industry verticals. We are talking information technology. When you talk of biotechnology, when you talk of pharmaceuticals, these are the three industry verticals that Hyderabad already dominates in. Now we are looking at other industry areas as well. We are looking at the poultry industry with a lot of interest. We're looking at seed production with a lot of interest. We're looking at the aerospace industry with a lot of interest. In fact, the first biggest investment that this government, this new state has attracted so far was about 10 days ago from the Tatas. We now have really a great potential to make Hyderabad the aerospace hub of this country. We already had two big units here, one by Sikorsky, another by Lockheed Martin. Now we have two more which have just come in through Tata Advanced Systems. We've had Dornier aircraft. For the first time in this country, a fully manufactured aircraft would be produced from Hyderabad, this great city of ours. And then we are also having another UK-based company called Ruag, also enter a partnership into this aerospace hub which Tata is creating. Hyderabad has a lot to look forward to. So therefore my request is this to all of you. We are most certainly going to work with you. You have to realize that this government will definitely be an industry-friendly government. We have several plans for Hyderabad. We know that Hyderabad and the infrastructure that it has, as I was just telling you about, is wonderful, but we need to do better. We can't just be content, we can't just get complacent and say this is enough and we are doing okay. What we have plans to do is this. We know that the multiplier effect that was supposed to come off the outer ring road just did not come about. Therefore, what we have plans to do is, we want to come up with another bigger ring road covering the adjoining townships of Shadnagar, Bhongir, Gajwel, Sangareddy, Chevella. The reason being, now this new regional ring road would be a concentric circle overarching the current outer ring road. We could develop radial roads to the regional ring road and the outer ring road, and then eventually create clusters of growth. So in one cluster you could have a pharmaceutical park, in one cluster you could have a sports city, in one cluster you could have an education hub. Hyderabad, as you already know, is home to some of the world's best R&D institutions, be it in defense or be it otherwise, be it in science and technology. Hyderabad is also home to some world-class educational institutions such as IIT, Nalsar, ISB, and IIIT and others. So therefore, we have several plans as far as expansion plans of Hyderabad is concerned. In fact, our Chief Minister has gone to the extent of ordering a world-class master plan to be prepared, which shall be which shall definitely make it the best city, best smart city, safe city in the entire country. Because with information technology investment region coming up, the ITIR proposal which is in the works, what is likely to happen is Hyderabad is likely to triple in size in the next 20 years. Right now the population of Hyderabad is about 1 crore. But in 20 years from now, Hyderabad will probably be at 3 crores. When the city is tripling, when it's bursting at its seams, we need to have structured growth. We need to have structured plans. And therefore what Shekhar Reddy Garu just told me makes perfect sense. Because this government is clear that we cannot have haphazard development. We cannot have half-baked efforts. We will definitely come out with one unified policy as far as real estate is concerned. We'll come out with a unified structure. We'll come out with a proper, well-thought-out policy. In fact, when CREDAI, wherein you do not have to go to 11 or 12 departments and pay multiple revenues, in 11 or 12 departments. Therefore, we will come out with a unified policy, a unified structure, a single window system. And in fact, I urge Shekhar Reddy Garu to actually come back to us. Why don't you sit as a group, as CREDAI, as APREDA, or whatever other industry bodies there are, brainstorm, come back to us with the policy changes that you would like us to do. Because we believe in a collaborative style of functioning. We want the industry to give us inputs. We want you to advise us. We want you to guide us going forward. This is a new state. Possibilities are numerous. We have a world-class city in the form of Hyderabad, which obviously needs a lot more work as well. Our Chief Minister, again, as I told you, has been talking about smart policing. He's been talking about improved law and order situation. He knows for a fact that there are a lot of areas where people try to take undue advantage as far as land issues go. Title disputes, registration problems. In fact, even those lands that were auctioned by the government sometimes unfortunately end up in litigations for no good reason. So therefore, we are very clear that there is a lot that needs to be done in terms of improving law and order situation, in terms of getting our act right with regard to the land registrations, with regard to property titles. So therefore, we request and we urge the industry to function with us, to walk with us, to work with us in this growth story of ours. We fought hard for a state. Now we can certainly work with you in fighting hard to bring back real estate up. So most definitely I guarantee you one thing, to all the buyers here who have come here all the way, if you have to make a purchase, I think this is the time. Because 6 months from now, I guarantee you, the prices are definitely going to rocket up and you'll have a tough time buying. So I urge you, I appeal to you that make a purchase now because the prices are really low. But 6 months from now, if you're looking to wait and see, if you're just in the wait and watch mode, I guarantee you that I think you'll find other places much expensive, much more unaffordable in Hyderabad at least. So therefore, my request to all of you all, be part of this growth story. The government is investor-friendly government. The government knows what it's doing, and you have a man in the form of our Chief Minister who's extremely committed to this great city of Hyderabad, and we all look forward to you in partnering in this wonderful growth story. Thank you very much.
Understand brand and the importance of brand ambassador. So when we talk about brand Telangana and brand Hyderabad, you are our brand ambassador, sir. We are looking at you as our brand ambassador. We wish the positive attitude of the government continues and the brand ambassador performs well for the enhancement of Hyderabad and Telangana. And I'm sure that I'm sure and confident that Telangana is going to rise to greater heights under your passionate innocence.